Cochrane Stadium here on the campus of Bowling Green State University for tonight's match between Eastern Michigan and your Bowling Green State University Falcons. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an annual campaign to raise awareness about the impact of breast cancer. Please join us this evening as we celebrate the survivors and honor and remember those we've lost and stand with those who are fighting not only breast cancer but also other forms of cancer. Our officials for tonight's match are referee Tim Dickens, assistant referees are Tim Third, Daniel Wolf, and Michael Alley. Here then are the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Eagles of Eastern Michigan University. In goal is number 00, Chelsea Abbott. Number 3, Sarah Ash. Number 5, Sophia D'Ambra. Number 7, Megan Bukowski. Number 10, Maddie O'Farrell. Number 11, Victoria Greco. Number 17, Sam Lenahan. Number 18, Amanda Kripp. Number 22, Harley Towson. Number 23, Lindsay Shera. And number 26, Madeline Olson. The head coach for Eastern Michigan is Scott Hall. Assistant coaches Joe Valentino and Dan Dyer.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
And on the starting lineup for your Bowling Green State University Falcons. In goal, a redshirt junior from New Berlin, Wisconsin, number 0, Lily Burr. A junior midfielder out of Hunter in the Netherlands, number 2, Yesli Dyslova. Junior midfielder out of Grandville, Ohio, number 8, Katie Cox. A graduate student playing forward, number 9, from Grandville, Ohio, Nikki Cox. A senior midfielder out of London, England, number 10, Ruby Lenton. Graduate defender out of Castle Rock, Colorado, number 15, Rachel Muller.
It's my rain jacket.
Senior midfielder out of Cole, Michigan, number 20, Mackenzie Rumer. Junior defender out of Upper Arlington, Ohio, number 21, Audrey Shea. A junior forward from Kansas, Michigan, number 24, Kennedy White. Graduate student and forward from Kansas, Michigan, number 29, Maddie Wolfbauer. And a freshman midfielder out of DeWitt, Michigan, number 30, Isabel Gilmore. Director of Soccer Operations, Bernie Compton. Assistant coaches, Taylor Clark, Scott Rissler, and Eric Vanderbilt. And in his second season at the helm of the Orange and Brown is head coach Jimmy Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask that everybody please rise and direct your attention to the flag at the north end of the stadium as we honor America, as well as all those who have served, those who are serving, and those who will be serving in our armed forces with the playing of our national anthem.
That's sort of my shot.
As we get underway here, Eastern Michigan looking to snap a 2-game losing streak as they've dropped their last 2 to Akron and Buffalo. Bowling Green, on the other hand, they're on a 3-game win streak after wins against Kent State, Ball State, and Miami. Dieselhoff with the ball up in front of the Eagles bench. Right forward to Ruby Linton. Crossing pass. Good stop by the keeper, and Eastern Michigan able to clear it away. Nice stop there by Abbott's. Ball back to Audrey Shea for the Falcons. Ford wanted to go to Nikki Cox. Bounces over Cox and Greco. Ruby Linton once again on the outside. Southeast side of the stadium. Back to Katie Cox. Wanted to go to White on the other side of the field. Wolfbauer off a touch. And that one goes out of play. Chelsea Abbott's in goal tonight for Eastern Michigan, the senior. Played out. Wolfbauer creating pressure. And the Falcons have the Eagles on their heels early in this one. Throw in for Bowling Green. Ruber near side goes into Gilmore. Back quickly to Ruber, who's going to go down into the corner. Crossing pass, played across, poked away by Abbott's. Risky play there from the Eastern Michigan keeper. Corner kick. Mackenzie Ruber going to take the corner. Strong wind at her back coming in from the east. Played in, good distance. Eastern Michigan gets first touch. Gilmore's attempt to put the ball back, no good, high. This is the first time that Bowling Green and Eastern Michigan have played against each other since the 2019 Conference Championship game. That was a game in which Bowling Green advanced and won the Conference Tournament Championship via penalty kicks. Linton out front, going to have a shot at it. Right at the keeper, Abbott's got right down in front of it. It was a good look for Ruby Linton. Chelsea Abbott's has executed early on some risky plays from the keeper. Greco goes outside as Eastern Michigan turns upfield. Megan Lekowski. Ward once again intended for Olsen. Out of play, Eagles throw in. Lenahan to take the throw in. Thrown in, first touch by Dieselhoff, back out of play. Eastern Michigan going to get the throw in once again. Eagles trying to push towards the box. Muller played it away. Eastern went back in. Now Bowling Green controlling, far sideline. Nikki Cox back to Muller. Now Dieselhoff once again on the outside. Was looking for Wolfbauer. Now Cripps has it for the Eagles. Throw in Bowling Green. Wolfbauer in front of the Eagles bench. It'll go out of play. She was under pressure from two separate Eagles defenders. Eiselhoff tries to go forward to Linton. Out of play, Eastern Michigan throw-in.
Put it on now.
Back toward the middle of the field, Maddie O'Farrell. Greco. Now Shira. Back to the middle. There's Olsen. Eiselhoff seals off the edge. Doesn't allow the pass to get by. Eastern still with control of the ball. Gilmore back to Eiselhoff. Now forward. Has Kenna White up front. White going to slow it down, try to get it back toward the middle of the box. Wolfbauer and Nikki Cox both there. Nice job by Townsend to put herself in position right in front of Nikki Cox. Cripps back forward for the Eagles. Lukowski. And that ball will go all the way back to Abbott's the keeper. Battle for possession after the goal kick. Still occurring. Now outside, Eastern Michigan. D'Ambra looking forward for Lukowski. Out of play. Eastern throw-in. Isabel Gilmore. Forward to Linton. Back toward the middle. There's White once again. All the way near side. Nikki Cox. Back toward the middle. Eagles take it away. Greco was there. Olsen on the outside. Pressure from Gilmore. Pass will come back inside to D'Ambra. Amanda Cripps through the middle. Eiselhoff once again able to deflect away a pass. And now plays it back out across midfield. Shira trying to go forward to Lukowski. Shea will go back to Muller. Cox able to play it forward with a header to White. Nikki Cox tried to play it forward. Ruby Linton had gone down on the outside. Out of play. And it's going to be a corner kick, Bowling Green. Eiselhoff going to take the corner. On top of the net. And it'll be a goal kick to Abbott. 10 minutes played here in today's match. It's been a really strong start for the Falcons. They've had a couple of opportunities. And they've held Eastern Michigan to the point where they haven't threatened Berg yet. They've been close, but just not quite there. Out of play, Eagles, Bowling Green throw in. Sam Lenahan played it out. But now it'll be Eastern Michigan throw in. Bowling Green comes away with it. Katie Cox goes to the ground. Eastern Michigan with it. Eastern tried to work outside. Wanted to go back inside to Amanda Cripps. Katie Cox played it back to Nikki Cox. Outside, Linton off a pass from Katie Cox. And Abbott's comes from her spot. Now out to the top of the 18, played away across midfield. Gruber with the first touch. Foul going to be called there on Katie Cox. Eastern Michigan now near the 18. Deiselhoff tried to play it away. Deflected off O'Farrell. Eastern Michigan will get it back. Sophia D'Ambra. Now all the way back through the middle. Vittoria Greco. Once again, D'Ambra. Back toward the middle of the box. Gilmore deflects it away. Cox tried to go forward to Linton. Lenahan was able to get the leg up. And into the way of the pass. Throw in Bowling Green. Eiselhoff to Nikki Cox. Now at the feet of Rachel Muller. Forward to White. Now it's Nikki Cox once again on the outside. Gruber calling for it. She'll get it. Back toward the middle. Katie Cox, header, and Abbott's pokes it away. And a great job there by Mackenzie Ruber. Called for the ball during her run. Got the pass from Nikki Cox and then played it into the middle for Katie Cox, who had a really good look. And now a Bowling Green corner kick. Mackenzie Ruber. Toward the middle. Still loose in the box. Gilmore tried to get a piece of it. And a short hop right to the hands of Abbott's. Shira out to Cripps in the middle now. As Eastern will quickly go upfield. And out of play off the sixth-year senior. Eastern Michigan throw in. They'll try to go down near the corner. That was Megan Lekowski again. Corner kick Eagles. Madeline Olson. Over to do the corner duties. 15 minutes played. Low. And deflected off the ground over the crossbar. Berg played short to Shea. Ruber near side, going to use all the space to allow her. Played forward into the box. Abbott's will scoop it up. Abbott's goal kick across midfield. Up front, Likowski trying to get around Shea. Nice job by Shea to take the ball away. Back out to Deiselhoff. Pass forward, taken back away by the Eagles. Wolfbauer down to White. White going to work back towards the middle. Pass back to Wolfbauer. Into the box. Shot just wide. And deflected away on the Wolfbauer attempt by Haley Townsend. So Bowling Green going to get a corner. Their 4th of the night. Deiselhoff down into the corner. Last one just behind the end line. Played back in, backside. And that one deflected up and out of play. Linton was able to get a foot to it. Townsend has it. She'll go back to Abbott's. Wolfbauer trying to create pressure. The pressure works as Bowling Green quickly gets it back. Gilmore pass to Wolfbauer. Tripped up in the box. Tried to use the left foot to take a shot near the penalty spot. Ball all the way back to the back 4 for Bowling Green. Eagles back on the attack. Muller plays it out into the Falcon bench. Throw in for D'Ambra. As Eagles trying to create some pressure of their own. D'Ambra into the box. Foul called. A push in the back there from Haley Townsend. Madeline Olson, rather. And Katie Cox able to draw the foul. Wolfbauer has it at midfield. She'll go toward the middle for Nikki Cox. Forward to Kenna White. White back to Gilmore. Gilmore working far side. Delivers a pass to Linton. Linton trying to get around D'Ambra. She'll do so. Into the box. Pass to Wolfbauer. Shot over the net. It's a little too much loft on the shot from Wolfbauer that time. Abbott's played it back out, but Bowling Green has the ball once again. Linton to Katie Cox. Cox back toward the middle. Ball out of play, throw in Bowling Green. Deiselhoff with it toward the middle. Played away once again. Cripps. Greco, now Bowling Green, gets the ball back. Relentless pressure. Linton back across. Tried to go to White. Just over the head of Kenna White. And out of play. Goal kick for Abbott's once again. Out of play, Bowling Green throw in. Ruber throws into Wolfbauer. Wolfbauer going to give it back to Ruber on a run for the corner. Shira took it away for the Eagles. Cripps all the way across. Deiselhoff going to win the race to the ball. Up to Linton. Back toward Nikki Cox. Wanted to go back outside to Linton. Eastern Michigan with it now. Lindsay Shira. Had space. Gilmore closed in quickly. Shira's pass to Lukowski. Goes under her foot and all the way down near the corner. Berg will go out to get it and bring it back into the box. Berg picks it up. Played out. Townsend. Muller forward. Nikki Cox now. Back to Deiselhoff. Nikki Cox working through the middle. Forward to Wolfbauer. Outside. White will get there. Down near the corner. Back toward the middle. A long pass from White out of the corner. And Eastern Michigan able to turn it the other way. Cripps in the middle. Back to Shira. Olsen goes outside. DeAmbra now. Picked up by Gilmore. Out of play, throw in, Eagles. DeAmbra toward the middle of the box. Ruber tries to play it away. Slight contact only. Shira was right there. Tried to play it back in. But too many bodies in her way. Wolfbauer applies pressure to Abbott's as she came out of the box. Shira again forward, wanting to find Lukowski. Foul that time on Amanda Cripps. Now Shea going to get a free kick. Free kick all the way forward to Wolfbauer. Down inside the box. Goal kick. Throw in Bowling Green. Linton into Wolfbauer. Back to Linton. Played in. Abbott's gets a piece of it. Abbott's came out and used the left hand. Sarah Ash with it. To Cripps, now back outside, Shira. Back to the middle, O'Farrell, Cripps. Now the other way, D'Ambra. Can't get around Eiselhoff. Out of play, Eastern will have to throw in once again. D'Ambra pressuring again down near the end line. Goal kick for Berg. Shea brings it out of the box for Bowling Green. Now down to Ruber. Inside to Cox. Ruber has it back toward the middle. Katie Cox tripped up. Eastern Michigan, Madeline Olson all ball there as Katie Cox went to the ground. Shira has it once again. Tried a short pass to Cripps. Nikki Cox was in the way. Now Cox outside, White. Works around Ash. Across, Linton. Gets ahead on it, out of play. Now we'll get a Bowling Green substitution. Zoe Hudson got to come in for Mackenzie Ruber. Wolfbauer, Nikki Cox, top of the 18. Back into Wolfbauer, tries a shot and scores. Maddie Wolfbauer gets Bowling Green on the board. And that right there is why Nikki Cox and Maddie Wolfbauer are the two highest point scorers for the Falcons. The Falcons have been pressuring for a large part of the first half. It finally results in a goal. Hudson will throw in. Madison Alberti comes in following the goal. In for Ruby Linton. Cox up the sideline around Cripps, back toward the middle. Now Katie Cox forward into the box. Habits will come out to get it.
I forgot to do that.
D'Ambra on the outside. Now Bowling Green with it. Nikki Cox. Forward all the way through the middle. Wolfbauer gets to the ball. Ash able to keep it.
Unless there's another battery right by Angel.
Townsend went the other way to Lenahan. Now Lenahan back across to Shira. Eagles continue to move forward with O'Farrell. Lukowski. Shira, shot. And Berg's there. Alberti on the outside. Foul called there, Nikki Cox. Hard contact from behind. Brings up a free kick for Bowling Green. Played outside. Back toward the middle. Katie Cox. First contact with a head.
Okay, keep doing what you're doing.
Eastern Michigan will play it out. Bowling Green going to get the throw in once again.
You know what? I think this was that one.
Maya Dean comes in for Katie Cox. And then Eastern Michigan going to make subs as well. Tiffany Hollingsworth into the game. Jamie LaFave also. And Lexi Alston also comes in for Eastern Michigan. So 3 substitutions for the Eagles. Throw in for Hudson. Down to White. Back toward the middle. On goal, and Abbott scoops it up. Outside, Shira. Working off the pass from Olsen. Back across, Amanda Cripps has it. High and wide. Hudson forward to Wolfbauer. Bowling Green still with it. Wolfbauer continues to work through the defense by herself. Pass forward, and it'll carry out a play. Abbott's short once again. Townsend outside. Ash tries to go back toward the middle. Hudson back to Shea. Now Zoe Hudson's pass. Wanted to go to Nikki Cox. Good job there once again from Lenahan. The step in the way. Alberti on the outside. Toward the middle. All the way across. Just over the head of Nikki Cox. Then Kenna White had a look. And over the crossbar it went. Alberti to Dieselhoff. Now Gilmore in the middle. Going to come all the way near side for Hudson. A lot of space for Hudson. Toward the top of the 18. Gilmore back to Dieselhoff once again. Falcons still continue to control the ball. Time of possession heavily in their favor. Out of play. Goal kick for Chelsea Abbots. Lacey Bethay going to come into the game for Kenna White. Ash outside. Shira back through the middle. Nikki Cox is there. We'll get a stoppage. As Shira made hard contact with Nikki Cox and went to the ground.
Josh, you want to see?
Eastern Michigan substitution will be number 15, Emma Collins, for number 23, Lindsay Shira.
So the athletic training staff has gotten Shira over to the sideline. And Emma Collins will come in her place as we get set to go back to action with 10 minutes remaining in half number 1. Hudson will play it back to Chelsea Abbott. So Eastern Michigan with the ball. Madeline Olson tried to go forward. Shea was in the way. Up to Wolfbauer. Now Nikki Cox. Working just outside the box. Shot wide. Out to the right of Abbott and out to the right of the netting. But Bowling Green going to continue to pressure that back line. And Abbott's in goal. Out of play, another goal kick for Abbott's. Short once again. Outside, Sarah Ash. Forward to Emma Collins. Throw in Eagles. Ash into Cripps. Taken away by the Falcons. Buffet near the corner. Back to Hudson. To the middle. And on the ground from Alberti, scooped up by Abbots. Bowling Green quickly gets the ball back. Alberti, shot off the crossbar, follow up by Dean, and that one goes high. So Abbots will get a free play once again. Played long this time. But Bowling Green gets it back. Bethea down near the corner. Ash gets in the way. Out of play. Throw in Bowling Green. Hudson into Dean. Cripps gets it. Collins near side, back to towards the middle. Ash tries to play it forward. Out of play off of LaFave. Shea back to Muller. Outside, Dieselhoff. As Bowling Green pushes it back across midfield. Ball on the outside. Lenahan gets to it first. Still in along the sideline. Now out, throw in Bowling Green. Thrown in quickly to Dean. Dean chips it back outside. Back toward the middle. Dieselhoff came hard on a run. Tried to get a pass back to Wolfbauer in the middle. Couldn't get through the Eagles. Alberti once again outside. Now Nikki Cox. To the middle. Gilmore with a lot of space. To Hudson. Back toward the middle. Ball still loose in the box. Bethea got a piece of it as Ash tried to play it away. Wolfbauer back into the box. Shot. And Abbots gets it off the rebound off the post. Under 5 minutes to play in half number one. Jay goes to work in front of the Falcon bench. Over to Muller, now Hudson. To Bethea. Lacey Bethea uses the speed, cuts back inside. Gets a pass through to Wolfbauer. Now Nikki Cox. Shot attempt. Abbott's there once again. Collins to Ash. Bethea takes it away. Back toward the middle. Pass too far out in front of Wolfbauer. Cripps along the sideline. Throw in Eagles, but first the sub. And that's going to be Kylie France, a junior out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Hudson got pretty tangled up with Cripps as the ball went out of play. And that'll bring the Bowling Green training staff out onto the field.
Substitution into the game for the Falcons, number 3, Emily Gardner, for number 6, Zoe Hudson.
So Zoe Hudson helped off the field by the Bowling Green training staff. And in to fill her spot, Emily Gardner. Gardner, a sophomore from White House, Ohio, played just up the road at Anthony Wayne, a regular powerhouse in the high school world. Gardner up around 2 defenders. Ball out of play off of Cripps. Wolfbauer back across. Hollingsworth. All the way up for the Eagles. Nikki Cox poked it away, got to it first, played to Alberti. Now Wolfbauer in the middle. She'll go back to Muller. Outside, Dieselhoff. 2.5 to play. Nikki Cox once again. Pass lofted forward. Maya Dean able to get there first. Back to Alberti. Into the middle. And Eastern able to play it out. Dieselhoff forward once again. Out of play off of Hollingsworth. Throwing in to Wolfbauer. All the way to the other side for Gardner. Gardner up through the middle. Pass off to Nikki Cox. Shot. And Abbott's deflects it away. Nice job by Abbott's to dive out to her right. Full extension and able to bat that one away with her left hand. So Abbott's with the last touch. Brings up a corner kick for the Falcons. Alberti. Corner kick, low, line drive. Out of play off of an Eagles player. So another corner kick for Alberti, 40 seconds on the clock. Low line drive again. Out of play this time, goal kick. Abbott's goes back to get it. Off to Ash, back to Abbott's. Bethea applies pressure, and Abbott's will play it away out on the sideline. That will bring an end to half number one. Bowling Green on top, 1-0. After the Nikki Cox, Maddie Wolfbauer connection ends with a Wolfbauer goal. We'll be back shortly for half number two.
I think education changed dramatically through the pandemic.
We saw teachers being incredibly creative and reaching out to one another to network for ideas to keep students engaged and still learning.
Our commitment was to make sure that people were educated, to do it in a safe environment. One faculty member brought a camper and parked outside to meet students there.
We could space out and do the office hours in a socially distanced, safe manner. And I just wanted to let my students know that I'm a real person outside of the Zoom box.
For a lot of faculty, this was the first time they've been teaching online, but for faculty in our college, we've had robust online programming for years. And they became really great resources. Starting in the spring of 2020, we worked with local school districts to organize these academic enrichment camps. Our faculty, staff, and students, we made a difference in people's lives, and I think that's what a public university for the public good should be about.
Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are.
You don't know what you don't know, but at the same time, you have to be sensitive about the different things that are going on in people's lives.
We're all struggling and we're all fighting a battle, and we have to figure out how to build that bridge.
It started with you. A breeze building momentum. A movement gathering force. Even before you could see it, you could feel it. The flutter of hope. The rush of potential. The inexplicable pull toward the edge of opportunity. Falcons take flight. 7 years ago, Bowling Green State University challenged our community to join us in changing lives for the world. Powered by the strength of Falcons who came before us, guided by our indomitable spirit. Together, we rise. Even as the world took new shape amidst a global pandemic, we fixed our sights on tomorrow's horizon. You gave, and it altered our course. You gave, and we are forever changed, united in our vision of the future. More than 38,000 donors answered the call, representing all 50 states and 26 countries. More than 160,000 contributions were given, raising over $250 million. $101.7 million in scholarship and student support funds were committed, creating 235 new scholarship funds to accelerate student success and accessibility. More than $28 million in gift revenue was received in fiscal year 2020 alone, our highest level of yearly philanthropic support, demonstrating the unparalleled commitment of Falcons in the face of extraordinary upheaval. Stirred by emotion, propelled by purpose, lifted by your empowerment, we are airborne. From historic gifts that changed our campuses to focused contributions ensuring that all Falcons soar, your impact is profound. We are educating the world's next generation of trailblazers to forge ahead, honoring our historic strength in business education, preparing journalists, media, and communication professionals to seek the truth, skating with an eye toward the future, and building up our frontline healthcare heroes for those with the courage to respond and preserve our public health. This is not the end of a campaign. It's the beginning of our path forward, one renewed with meaning and optimism, unbridled by the conventions of how it's always been done. Because when Falcons take flight, we make a difference forever. Bowling Green State University, a public university for the public good.
Thank you all for being here today. You are here because you made the decision to be collegiate student athletes. So clap it up for yourselves. So let me ask you a question. Raise your hand if you want to win a conference championship. Raise your hand if you want to win a national championship. National championship. Keep your hands up if you're willing to wake up 4:30 in the morning for mandatory workouts. Those hands will go down because not everyone's willing to make those sacrifices. Keep your hands up if you're willing to put student first. All the responsibilities that it takes to be a student athlete. Are you up for that challenge? The lifelong friends that you will make, the failed attempts that you will learn from, the education that you will earn will all develop you for life after sports. So I'll ask you, are you willing to compete? Are you willing to execute? And are you willing to be a leader? Are you ready?
My definition of a frontline Falcon is somebody who works in a discipline that provides services to people when they're very vulnerable.
They are there every single day taking care of our loved ones when we can't.
Early on in the pandemic, it was clear to me that our students and faculty were going to need to be out and on the front lines working. Our medical laboratory sciences students participated in COVID testing as soon as COVID testing was possible. Our long-term care administration students and alums provided very compassionate care to people who were isolated and alone. Our nursing graduates got out into the workforce a month earlier than they would normally be.
Our graduates were able to enter the workforce on a temporary nursing license, and those graduates hit the floor running. The School of Nursing began in July of 2020, and it was really a fitting time in history to create a nursing program to help increase the demand.
There's many ways that the disciplines in the College of Health and Human Services rapidly made adjustments and began delivering services to the community.
We thank you for answering the call to come to this profession, and we thank you for everything you do day after day.
We ultimately want them to leave and do public good through teaching physical education and health education. We want to promote moving.
Kids very early on, probably 18 months to 2 years, kids can initially start to interact in types of activities where they are, for example, running, skipping, hopping. So just getting somebody to roll a ball and a child to go after it, collect it and bring it back. That's perfectly permissible for young children to start doing. And then obviously over a period of time, those skills begin to develop.
It's really important that we have strong role models. We call it observational learning. And I think when we grow up with seeing people that we admire partaking in physical activity, we're more likely to do that, whether that be a professional person or someone like a parent. When we see them active, more than likely we're going to be active. And I think that's really important, that we instill physical activity from a young age.
As kids approach kindergarten, preschool, we're starting to teach them the importance of different types of locomotor skills: hopping, skipping, running, jumping, galloping. Those sort of skills will initially provide a foundation for later on skill development, also develop their critical thinking, decision making, in games and sports. That's something else that we can do, as well as teaching them how to interact with one another.
Bowling Green State University is redefining student success through high academic standards applied to the goals and vision of each student. Our students couldn't agree more. Their resounding endorsement landed us the #1 spot for student satisfaction among public universities in the Midwest. Bowling Green State University proudly stands as a public university for the public good, preparing our students for success in their careers and in life.
Back here at Cochrane Stadium, set for half number 2. Coming out of the break, Bowling Green on top 1-0 after a Maddie Wolfbauer first half goal, assisted by Nikki Cox. Brendan Lowe, thank you for joining us tonight for yet another game of Mid-American Conference play as we near toward the end of the regular season. Bowling Green takes the opening kickoff of the second half. Wolfbauer going to go forward to White. Out of play. Throw in for Bowling Green. So the first 15 seconds of half number 2 continue the trend of half number 1. Bowling Green largely in front in time of possession and largely in front on the shot chart. In half number 1, Bowling Green outshot Eastern Michigan 23-4. Throw in Eagles. White near the end line. Back to Ruber. Toward the middle, on goal. And wide, and hits the back post. Behind the net. Abbott selects to keep going short. Ash on the outside. Up to Cripps. Ball loose near the sideline. Cripps gets it back off the pass. Out of play, throw in Bowling Green. Quickly to Wolfbauer. Gets around Rajeski. Katie Cox went to the ground. Moeller and Shea. Shea chipped forward. Wanted to find Wolfbauer. Victoria Greco in the way. Bowling Green comes up with it. Wolfbauer into the box. Nikki Cox tried to leave it off for Kenna White. Foul called there as France went to the ground hard. Towson forward. Alston now played forward once again. Outside, Lenahan trying to get around Linton. Dieselhoff, Linton, now Muller goes forward. Towson redirects toward the middle for Eastern Michigan. Linton with it, trying to get outside. Out of play, throw in Eastern Michigan. Lenahan to throw in. France off to Alston. Ruber plays it out. Outside, throw in Eastern Michigan. Right in front of the Falcon bench. Quick throw in. Now played upfield. Throw in Bowling Green. Ruber up forward and across midfield. Finds White. Katie Cox went back to Dean. Lenahan back forward for Cripps. Redirects outside. Lexi Alston. Dieselhoff closes in quick and plays it out. In the middle, Katie Cox. Dean got a touch. Eagles have it. Cripps tries to flick the ball out to France. Dieselhoff plays it away again. Another throw in coming for Lenahan. Lenahan, the freshman from Toronto, Ontario. Now Berg rolls it over to Shea. Shea continues to go outside. Gruber back inside. Pass off to Dean. All the way forward looking for White. Throw in Eagles. Trying to go forward. White uses the size advantage. Gruber tried to play it forward, and the first time, Jamie LaFave was in the way. Then Gruber tried again. Out of play. Eastern Michigan threw it in. And there's a possession battle along that far sideline. Now back toward the middle, Amanda Cripps. Not enough on the pass. Dean to Nikki Cox. Back to Dean. Forward to Ruby Linton. Stops, brings it back. Finds a shot. And Abbott's gets in the way. A good look there from Ruby Linton. Maya Dean with it. Played back toward the middle. Trying to find Nikki Cox, and Bowling Green scores! Maya Dean found Nikki Cox full stride into the box. And Nikki Cox had an assist earlier and now scores a goal. Nikki Cox collects her third goal of the year. On an assist from Maya Dean, her first assist of the year. 2-0 lead for Bowling Green.
Bowling Green goal scored by number 9, Nikki Cox. Assist goal by number 7, Maya Dean.
Alston and France battling with Dean and Cox in the middle. Ball back to France. Tried to go around Dean. Couldn't do it. Now gets it back. Forward on the outside. Dieselhoff wins the race to the ball. Ball into the box. Alston toward the middle. Backside. And Cripps can't get there. It'll go out of play. Goal kick for Berg. Eagles trying to work the sideline. It'll go out of play. Jamie LaFave once again. Bowling Green throw in now. Ruber and Wolfbauer back and forth. Now Wolfbauer across midfield. Forward looking for Cox. Nikki Cox trying to go back to White. And the outside pass intended for Kenna White goes out of play. Abbott's short once again on the goal kick. Foul called there. That one going to go against Vittoria Greco. Free kick for Shea. Into the box. Katie Cox stays with it. Shot deflected away by Abbott's. Still loose. And White's still there. Eastern Michigan plays it out. And out to play. That means Bowling Green throw in. Really good look from Katie Cox. Nice diving stop out to her left from Chelsea Abbott's. Maya Dean now. Pass into the box just over the head of White. Ball back out. Katie Cox elects to go all the way back to Shea. Into the box once again. Quickly played back out by the Eagles. Linton will come down to get it. Back to Muller. Muller now with space. To Katie Cox. Maya Dean. Back to Shea. Forward, outside. White tries to use the size advantage. Trying to use that big stride on the outside. Last touch by White out of play. Eastern Michigan throwing, and they'll make some substitutions as well. Ashley Snyder and Simone Chiodo, the subs for the Eagles. Back out of play, Bowling Green throw in this time. Wolfbauer back to Ruber. Ruber, crossing pass back toward the middle. Katie Cox near the top of the box. Pass to Linton, now to Wolfbauer. Shea into the box. Back out. Dieselhoff outside and offside. Townsend to Abbott's, back to Townsend. Out of play, Bowling Green throw in. Deiselhoff to throw in. Finds Linton. Back outside to Deiselhoff. Tied up with Alston. Foul called on Deiselhoff. Townsend forward to Cripps. Eagles trying to gain some momentum. Cripps' pass out into wide open space. It allows Maddie Wolfbauer to get there. Wolfbauer chips back outside for Linton. Linton going to work inside, around the defender. Shot on target. But Abbott's had the radar locked in. Abbott's registering her 11th save of the match.
People are saying it's starting to rain.
Eastern now trying to push back upfield. Into the middle. France battling with Cox. Dean has it back to Nikki Cox. Quick back and forth for Nikki Cox and Maya Dean. Linton almost took it away from Townsend. Townsend going outside. Lenahan was there. And Alston back down the field. And it ends up at the feet of Lily Berg. White on the outside for Bowling Green. Gruber to Wolfbauer. Tries to use the outside and get it to Kenna White. Pass deflected away, out of play. Gilmore back in. Zoe Hudson back in as well for Bowling Green. Throw in Eagles. Bowling Green quickly back to the attack. Tripped up on the far side was Katie Cox. France back to Ash. Abbott's out to Townsend. Across midfield. Tried to go forward. Muller was on the end of it. And back to France. Townsend forward again. And Muller had it again. Now Cripps down near the box. Tried to play the ball back toward the middle on the ground. Out of play. Berg off to Shea. play last touched by Eastern. Gruber throws into White. Tried to go forward, but out of play. Eagles throw in. Katie Cox, pass forward. Wolfbauer, back outside. Finds White with space, toward the middle, all the way through. Finds the feet of Linton, and shot wide. Bethea and Spots in for White and Wolfbauer. Ball finds its way to Townsend. Forward to Alston. Ruby Linton had it, taken to the ground by Alston, foul called. Audrey Shea to take the free kick. Into the box, near the top. Spots has it. Eagles able to defend the box, force the ball back out. Now Muller with it. Off to Shea. Room to send it back in once again to Spots. Tries to redirect to the outside. Pass doesn't find its mark. Out of play, Bowling Green throw in again. Hudson to Spots. Spots turns upfield. Out off of Alston. Hudson going to throw in once again. Substitution coming here. Alberti comes in for the Falcons. DeAmbra, Lukowski, and O'Farrell all back in for the Eagles. Townsend has it, pressured by Alberti. Gilmore has it after the pass from Muller. Shea goes back to get it. Gruber keeps it on the outside with a pass to Bethea. Bethea around a defender. Lacey Bethea has a lot of speed up front for Bowling Green. Gilmore and Bethea back and forth out of play. Bowling Green throw in. Gruber into Spots. Gets it back. Dean has it. Bethea inside the box. And well wide that time and high from Lacey Bethea. Muller gets a touch. Maya Dean able to get there. Katie Cox back to Zoe Hudson. Hudson off to Muller. Back to Hudson. Shea once again. Katie Cox goes back to Shea. Forward, try to find spots. Faye again on the outside. Takes a pass from Katie Cox. Gets around one defender. Gets around another. Pass toward the middle. Ball still loose. Spots. Goes wide. Goal kick for Abbots. A good attempt from Buffet and a good second effort from Lindsay Spots, but ball wide. Falcons still with a 2-goal lead. Buffet once again on the outside. Back around a defender once again. Out on the end line. Goal kick for Abbots. Towson outside, Lenahan. Wanted to go back into the middle. Nice job by Gilmore defensively. Gets the ball back for Bowling Green. Now Alberti down near the corner. Back out, pass off, Hudson. Throw in Eagles. Another substitution coming in for Eastern Michigan. Tiffany Hollingsworth going to come into the game. Eagles throw in. First touch going to be from Muller. Alberti off to Dean. Dean goes back to Shea. In the box. Cox tried a shot. Deflected away, corner kick for Bowling Green. Corner taken by Dean. Ball makes it through. Ruber tried to put it back into the box. Out of play. Falcon throw in. Hudson over to take the throw. Gave it to Spots. Got it back. Dean gets a touch. Now Eastern Michigan looking upfield. One-on-one situation. Berg slides out in front of the ball for the stop. It was a one-on-one for Megan Likowski. And the advantage went to Lily Berg. Eastern Michigan going to throw in. Muller finds a feet of spots. Outside, intended for Hudson. Waited on the ball a little bit too long and out of play. Lenahan throws in toward the box. And a handball going to be called. So free kick coming for Eastern Michigan. Chiodo stands alone near the ball. Played across. Ball still loose. And either a foul in the box or an offside called on the Eagles. Berg waves everybody forward. Played back out, ball's still loose. Shea on the outside. Defending against Lukowski. Still battling along that far sideline. Finally out of play. Last touched by Eastern Michigan. Throw into spots. Back to Ruber. Forward, outside. Bethea goes to the ground. And a foul indeed going to be called against Sarah Ash. A free kick for Ruber. Into the middle, on target, and just wide. Last touched by Eastern Michigan, so now a corner for the Falcons. Also going to be taken by Mackenzie Ruber. Ruber. Deflected away for the moment by the Eagles. Back outside to Ruber. Chipped into the middle. Backside. Offside against the Falcons. Out of play, they'll say off of Bethea. Throw in Eagles. Foul going to be called that time on Isabel Gilmore. Free kick. Ash brings it down to Townsend. Now forward. D'Ambra. Wanting to go outside. Ball couldn't find a home. Now outside, Lukowski tries to make a move around Muller. Now tried to bring a pass back toward the middle for France. Errant pass. Eagles still control the ball. Ash working forward. Pass forward from Chiodo, comes right back to her. Townsend, outside. Lenahan toward the middle, there's D'Ambra, back to Lenahan. Into the middle. Alberti back to Katie Cox. And Alberti gets the ball back. Outside. Finds Bethea. Into spots. And Abbots comes out to get it. Under 9 minutes remaining in the match. Bowling Green still with a 2-goal lead. Abbott's played out. Long. First touch that time from Rajeski. And Eastern Michigan tries to go back to work. France tried to go to O'Farrell. Went to the ground. Katie Cox comes in. Now Spots has a lot of space. Townsend closing in. Spots into the box. Shot. Score! Lindsay Spots gets goal number 3 for Bowling Green. And Townsend was closing in. And a nice job that all started back on the steal from Katie Cox. Slid into the way, took the ball away, played it forward to Spots, and it was on from there. A long run for Spots. Saw Townsend closing in from her left side and waited till she got into the box. Just the right moment, and a beautiful goal from Lindsay Spots. Her first on the season. Riley Clark comes in. Throw in Bowling Green. Back to Shea. Out of play. Eastern Michigan throw in. Out of play off of the Eagles. Throw in for Ruber. Bowling Green going to bring more subs into the game. Lauren Milner into the game. Gardner back in as well. And Jaden Frigerio. Foul called on Gilmore. Free kick, Eagles. 6 minutes to play. Shot high and wide. Too much on it off the free kick that time from Lenahan. Eastern Michigan also brings in Amanda Cripps back into the game. And then in for the Falcons, Taylor Kenna. Kenna appearing in just her second contest of the year. And Berg gets a goal kick. Dean back to Milner. Outside. Wanted to go to Gardner. Too much green space between Gardner and the ball. In the middle, France. Goes back to Chiodo. Back to Ash. Pressure from Clark. Towson tried to go upfield for the Eagles. Maya Dean was there. Nice job by Dean to switch the ball to her outside foot. Forward to Alberti. Alberti couldn't get the pass off under pressure. France plays it forward, trying to find Likowski along the side. And Milner plays it out of play. 4 minutes to go. Eastern Michigan throw in. Lenahan throws in toward the box. Cripps back to Lenahan. And a goal kick as the ball was out of play over the end line before it was played in. Goal kick for Berg. Ruggiero on the end of it. Ball still in along the sideline. Clark went to the ball. Tried to play it back forward to Frigerio. Out of play. Off of Sarah Ash. Bowling Green, another throw in. Out of play off of Ash. Falcon throw in again. Clark and Kenna both get touches. Gilmore as well, but out of play off of Isabella Gilmore for an Eagles throw in. Eagles throw in right at Taylor Kenna. Ash on the outside. Defended by Clark. Will play it all the way forward. Allows Audrey Shea to get there. Now Gilmore on the outside. Forward once again. Spots trying to get around Ash. Taken to the ground. And a foul called on Sarah Ash. .90 seconds to play. Free kick for Bowling Green. As they'll try to find goal number 4 here. in the last minute and a half. Dean's free kick into the middle. Clark stays with it for Bowling Green. Back out to Dean. Works around one defender. Gives it to Frigerio on the outside. Crossing pass. Spots tried to come back to it, but Abbott's was able to run up and grab it. 45 seconds to play. Outside, Alberti with it. Garner into the middle for Mayadine. Outside. Mayadine using all the space she can get. Now forward to Alberti, outside. Offside are the Falcons. 10 seconds, and that is going to mark a Falcon win. 90 minutes played and 3 goals, all for the same team. Bowling Green walks away victorious, their 4th win in a row. Goals from Maddie Wolfbauer, Nikki Cox, and Lindsay Spots. Too much to tame for Eastern Michigan tonight, as Eastern Michigan's now dropped their 3rd straight game. So with the win, Bowling Green in sole possession of 2nd place in the Mid-American Conference. Next up for both teams, Eastern Michigan will have a home match against Toledo this coming Sunday, and Bowling Green will travel on the road to take on the Central Michigan Chippewas. But for tonight's broadcast, for everyone up here in the booth, for everyone at BGRSO, I'm Brandon Lowe saying thank you for joining us. Falcons win 3-0.